Hello and welcome to Tonight's The Hobby Table. It's your host Blake, here with the always fucking cheek-clapping founder of OblyFans, Oblerone. How are you, man?
Don't tell my girlfriend that one.
She deserves to know, you hussy.
No. Whatever happens in this room should be a secret, okay?
There are no secrets on the podcast.
Can I subscribe to OblyFans?
What? Whoa. What? Who is that?
Is that it? A ghost?
Hello, friends.
Oh my god. Bowen, what are you doing? I thought you were witness protection.
I have risen from witness protection.
What did you-
It is Christmas after all.
What do you mean? They let you out of the shack for Christmas?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's really considerate. Well, do you want to be on the episode since you showed up here?
I'm thinking about it. I'll get back to you.
Oh, okay, fair enough, man. Well, it's good to see you.
How the fuck are we?
Not too shabby.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Well,
Hell yeah, man. You know what? It's been alright from time to time in that witness protection pit or basement, I guess.
I thought they gave you a nice lakeside shack. You're telling me you've been in a hole this whole time?
Oh yeah, that's all just fucking lies.
Oh. Man, look, those postcards they've been sending us were really convincing. I actually believe them.
They sent you postcards?
Yeah.
Was that you?
What?
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh.
I've been in a pit for the last 7 months.
Was his name Brad?
Look, that sounds like heaven compared to where I was.
What's in the box? It's Bowen.
Make me sound like a Pokemon.
Yeah, you are.
Bowenmon.
Bowenmon. Throws dandruff at opponents. Nah.
Bowen,
It was
I
disgustingly effective.
Oh.
Bowen.
Nah, actually, real talk. I've seen Bowen get drunk enough once that he actually did a hyper beam all over the letterbox.
Only it wasn't a hyper, it was vomit.
Well, you know, all I'm saying is that I didn't want it on me, so it's pretty effective.
I didn't even mean to do that either.
I know.
Like, that was like a... Wasn't that literally as I was leaving too? I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm too
you
fucked,
were
I gotta
waiting
go
for
home.
a lift and you got fucking lit.
I just threw up all over your letterbox.
Bowen hadn't been drinking very long. We're like, Bowen, just drink this and this and this. And then he's just like, oh, the letterbox. It was good.
remember when
Good
we-
time.
Do you remember when we walked to fucking my aunt's house and I lost my belt buckle?
Dude, that was on Christmas.
Oh, how convenient.
That was me, you, and Shane and that, and my ex. She was in a wheelchair. I had no shirt on. Your pants around your ankles, and Shane had a mankini with a sword on his back in the rain. We were walking down the road. And the funniest thing is, my neighbour pulls up and he's like, "Are you guys okay?" We're like, "Yeah, man, we're good." I got like a big rum tank in it and shit. Just on a walk.
And I remember on the walk back, how joyous it was for me to find my belt buckle again. I was so happy.
Oh my
It
lord.
It was a whole thing. Good old Nip Nectar Shano. He used to rock around in a mankini all the time.
Oh.
What a trooper.
Anyway.
The amount of reactions he got from people, that was so funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think today we have a slightly different episode, a little bit off the script. Since Bowen's here and it's, the holiday season, end of year, we thought we'd just, have a bit of a recap episode, a bit of fun, and, just have fun. That's what we're doing. It's holidays. We don't care. It's fun.
Yeah, we don't care.
It's the last
right.
episode of the year, so we'll make it
Yeah,
a little
that's right.
different and a little special.
That's right. We're undecided yet if we're going to have a little bit of a break over that Christmas period. We might miss a week or two on our upload. We'll just see how busy we get, but,
Yeah, it's
we'll
Christmas.
get
Things
back.
happen.
We'll get back to you with some content in January.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Anyway, what's everyone been up to in their hobbies? Obi, what have you been doing?
But I finished up.
Oh.
Yeah, well, don't. Okay. I finished up the Redemptor finally, and the Mark 6 Marines, get the bases nice and done. And I
Yeah.
primed a ton of models. All custodies, because I'm gonna see if I can finish them before the end of the year. But
Oh, how many custodians are you gonna do?
I think my count was 14 models, but 3 of them are bikes, so they're a little bit bigger.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But I think he can do it. I wonder if I can finish my 8 custodians in a dreadnought by Christmas. Or by the end of the year.
Yeah, by the end of the year, possibly.
Maybe. Actually, no, I'm knocking out those Space Marines, those fucking bastards. Those ones. Yeah, nice. What else you been up to, man? What's popping?
You guys remember me bitching about Mitzen's resin models?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I finally managed to get them, well, primed, all of them. So that means that I fixed all the crooked pieces of all the resin bits and glued them all together. And so I'm gonna start, hopefully finish those sometime soon. Don't ask me an exact date, Mitsun. I'm sorry, but soon.
You know what? He knew what he was getting into when he sent those to you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I remember him saying like, it doesn't really matter how long they take because, at the rate that I'm painting, I expect them to be done like in 3 years or something. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Yeah.
Vincent's a patient lad.
Yeah, exactly.
But
But
that's cool.
He's ready. He's standing here, the next guy in line.
Good.
I got the base colors on him with the airbrush, so now it's just refining all the details and everything. So
Yeah, nice. Fair enough, man. So that's about it.
well, I'm not
flippin'
gonna
epic.
call this hobbying because I've been playing a hell of a lot of Dark Tide.
That is hobby. Okay, gaming
it's-
is a hobby.
It's a waste of time. That's what gaming is.
Well, why are you doing it so much?
Because, well, world's shit, and sometimes my brain doesn't want to go.
Exactly.
If it brings you happiness and joy and you enjoy spending time doing it, does that not count as a hobby?
Let me get back to you at the end of the episode.
You know, Obi's had to admit that gaming is a hobby since we got sponsored that time by a game. Ever since then, his argument's been very flimsy.
Oh my lord. I've been playing, so have you played anything recently?
Me?
Yeah. Tactics.
Oh, Dark Tide. Nah, I haven't touched it for a little bit. I log in and stuff, but I'm at too much of a grind, and I started playing Dark Tide instead.
Yeah.
Learning Japanese.
They've added a lot of content now, and it's like super hard. A lot of stuff is, and like I have a good account. Like I have a lot of maxed level characters and everything, and it's just kicking my ass.
You can imagine how I feel then.
Yeah. So
yeah. Oh well, still a good game though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tactics guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bowen, what have you been doing, man? I'm sure everyone's very eager to hear your life adventures.
In Witness Protection, they did give me access to a little shitty laptop, so I've just been playing a bit of Dark Tide as well. Like me and you, Blake, we've been playing it a little bit here and there when I'm actually alive at early hours in the morning. And besides that, I actually started painting again.
Oh yeah.
Which is a massive feat. Feat.
Well, you hadn't painted since I had COVID, right? So what was that, so March?
Solid 7 months of no painting.
Yeah.
And yeah, what a good way to get back into painting by painting my favorite faction personally, but also a pretty cool model from said faction. I'm gonna butcher its name, but is it Belisarius Cole?
That's exactly how it's
Let's go! I'm learning. But yeah, it's good. It's good getting back into painting, just because the Adeptus Mechanicus is easily my favorite. I mean, it's the first faction I ever painted of any Warhammer model, so it's fun. I'd like to get all my paints working again, as leaving them for 7 months. Surprise, surprise, they're all dead. So I got to buy all my paints again, but yeah.
The easiest way is just make a list of what you need and just go in. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or replace them with Vallejo paints because they don't dry out.
Have you tried revitalizing?
I have not, no.
Because there's like a paint revitalizer product from. There's quite a few brands that make it. I guess you could give it a shot. I don't think it will work on metallics, but I'm pretty sure on the regular colors it could probably work.
Bowen and I are the types that when the paint's dead, we just go and throw it in the bin.
Or put beer in it, and then it somehow works.
Put beer in it.
Besides, like, lead belch, I don't have many metallic paints, though, so, I mean, it could be pretty easy to fix.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, but, yeah.
There you go.
Either way, getting back into painting, so that's fun. I actually have time to do it now.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you gotta make time for sometimes too. Like, even when you are working and shit like that, like, instead of just watching or while you're watching a movie on your weekend, just paint a model, Like, just make it the thing you do with your hands.
Well, I already have a thing where it's like, I can't not be doing something with my hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even as we're talking now, I'm, like, fiddling with shit.
Yeah, Obi knows he's had to edit out your pen clicks before.
Yeah, sorry about
that. Yeah. By hand, each and every click.
How many clicks were there, out of curiosity?
12.
Way too many. Enough to drive me insane.
I just can't have idle hands. It's really annoying, to be completely honest with you.
There was as many pen clicks as there should be praises for the Emperor.
So tens of thousands, pretty much. That's what we're getting at.
Yes. No,
one every 3 seconds.
You know what? If you come back to me with how many clicks there were, I will film myself doing a single prayer to the Emperor for every single click. And if it's more than 24 hours, I will do that.
We'll have to call you Saint Bowen Bloody Knees or something.
Hey, how you get those knees? I'm so cock.
Oh, Obi, this is a family show. How could you?
What?
Oh.
Well, it's easier saying you're gay than admitting that you like Warhammer, isn't it?
No, I don't know. These days, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows anymore? Oh.
Making it sound like it's a really bad thing to, come out as liking Warhammer.
As a Warhammer player, yeah. You know what's funny, actually? Tara hadn't put, my missus hadn't put 2 and 2 together on sort of, what Warhammer encompassed, outside of, me painting them. And she was like, we're talking, she's like, I saw a whole bunch of guys at a shop at Chermside once rolling dice. I'm like, yeah. She's like, are you one of those people? I'm like, yes, babe. I'm one of those people. She's like, okay. I was like, just looking at her like, how disappointed is she? But she wasn't. She gets it. She's nerdy in her own way, too.
Oh, Mom, Dad, I have something I really got to tell you, and I don't know how to say it. What is it, son? You can tell me anything. I'm into Warhammer.
I have a Games Workshop voucher. That's funny.
Dad just starts get up like gets up and starts pacing around the house, just like, how could you massacre my boy?
No son of mine's gonna doom himself to bankruptcy.
It's like that scene in Breaking Bad where his kid shows Walter White something on the computer, and his son is like really proud of it, and Walter White's just like, "Oh no, oh." Basically the same, but with Warhammer.
That's funny.
Me as a dad, when I'm looking at my child playing Fortnite 2 or something in the future, I'm just like, oh god.
You as my
What has
cousin
happened?
watching me play Fortnite.
Yeah, pretty much. Nah, I can't really complain. I've been playing it recently, so.
They have Unreal Engine 5 and Doom Guy now. What do you want?
Well, that's why I got back into it.
Exactly. As far as hobbying though, back on track a little bit. I've been pretty busy. I've been redoing my hobby room, as a few people know. I bought a 72 like paint Vallejo set. The model color, I believe there. Yeah, model color. So it came in like this cool carry case. I was like, I like how organized that is. So then I bought a paint rack for my Citadel colors. I got like a new Amazon line. Everything's really coming together. It's looking real good in here.
Yeah, one might even say that you've been painting more things than I have.
I wouldn't say more things, but I've been at it, you know. I also weathered 2 lightsabers the other day, which was pretty cool.
What? Really?
Shut
That's
up.
crazy.
You don't know about it.
Wow. It's almost like I was right there.
Almost. But yeah, those are Christmas presents for some family members. They're gonna be really cool because we're gonna have a melee on Christmas Day with our lightsabers.
Nice.
And yeah,
Aim for the hands.
I'm gonna cross guard one so no one's hitting my hands.
When you say melee, are we talking like a lightsaber duel, or are we talking like we're gonna duke it out on Smash Melee?
Both. No.
Because if we're talking about Smash Melee, I will fucking destroy you.
I know better than to play Smash Melee with you. I'll play Mario Kart with you though. I'm not scared of you in Mario Kart.
I mean, look, if we're talking drunk Mario Kart, I might pose a threat.
Hey, excuse me, we both know how functional I am and drunk.
Well, no, we've never played it.
Alright, that's it. We have to drunk Mario Kart.
Just saying, it teaches a man how to scull a beer real quick.
I'm good at sculling beers.
Yeah, you would.
Some sad news though. My long-finned Oscar looks like he's not gonna make it. The poor fella.
The one that's head caved in.
Yeah, he ended up with hole in the head disease. And you know it's brought on by stress, and he was fine until his buddy jumped out of the tank that time. And you know I've done water changes every 3 days for him. We got some stuff to put in the tank for him. He just hasn't responded to treatment. Been getting worse and worse. So I think he's I don't think he'll be around by the end of the week. Poor guy.
Sad
But
news.
I did all I could. I did all I could for him, man. You know.
Yeah.
Fish die. It sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
You know. But
Let's just have a moment of silence for the homie.
yeah, pour one out for our fishy homie.
Yeah.
I would have the Viking funeral like we did for the other fish that time, Bowen, but the Oscar's so big that it will actually make everything smell like fish.
Oh god.
Like he's like, you know, a big fish.
Also be really hard to explain to your neighbors, like, why does it smell so weird over here?
Just
having a
having a
Viking-
barbecue.
Just having a Viking funeral for, you know, my fish. It just passed away recently.
Exactly. Poor
Have you-
Sigismund.
Have you tried eating him?
No, I wouldn't. He doesn't look healthy.
No.
We don't do fermented fish here, okay, Obi? Only fresh seafood for us.
Oh, it's fresh
But
from the can.
Ugh.
If you guys ever come over, we're having it.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, it's
Wait, what
really
are- what
good.
are we
I assumed that you were just going to feed me moldy cakes.
No, those are mine. Get lost.
They're my cakes. You can't have them.
What?
Were you not
Nobody likes
there?
moldy cakes.
Were you not there when I actually ate like 1.5 pieces of moldy cake before I realized there was mold on it?
No. Oh no.
That was a good one.
Dude, I legit thought you were genuinely talking about like a Swedish, like Norwegian delicacy.
No, Obi's just an orc now, that's all.
Yeah.
Hey man, he believed it to be a cake, but he didn't believe hard enough.
His faith in Gork and Mork was not enough.
Nope. Not that time.
Oh, it's funny. But, yeah, no, man, my hobbying's going great. I got a few things on the table. I'm nearly finished those fucking infiltrators. Is that what they're called? The sneaky cunts and the Phobos armor?
Yeah.
So then they're done. I got 2 more of those done, and then they're done. I'm just gonna base them. I never have to paint another infiltrator with shitty ass Phobos armor again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I think I'm gonna knock out a couple of custodies.
Ooh.
And then back to the Space Marines for a while. Yeah.
You've been on Space Marines for quite a while.
Yeah, that's why I want to do the custodies. Look for a little bit. Just a bit of palate cleansing, as it were.
Would you ever do like an Adeptus Mechanicus kill team?
Honestly, I'm not actually the biggest fan of the AdMech.
I don't like you
not
anymore.
my style, man. Like,
I don't like you.
Before I touched them, I'd be straight onto Xeno's armies. Like, I
Yeah,
would
fair.
start a full-fledged Orc, a full-fledged Tau, and a full-fledged Eldar army before I went to anything like AdMech. Honestly, I'd probably actually do a Guardsman army, too. Because I love
Yeah,
Guardsmen. I think they're fun. Like,
I'd like to do a Tau kill team. That'd be fun.
yeah.
Yeah, like kill
Tau
teams,
kill team.
since you don't need that much morals, it's like I could probably have a couple of of all the factions, just because you can usually do it with one box.
Yeah. I'm actually
Also
I'm really keen for this upcoming year. Now that my girlfriend's moved in, because we're rearranging my lounge room to be like a fish room for part of it. And then like the lounge room itself's gonna be quite a small part. But we're gonna have room near the fish tanks to put out my collapsible table. And I have modular terrain from Games Workshop, like old school stuff. So I'm gonna be able to have my friends over, just like put up this collapsible table, put the scenery down, and we can play Warhammer like in the fish room out
Hell
there. Yeah, with the PS5 over in the background, we can play music, like all that shit. It's gonna be great, man. So,
But does it have a pool table?
I don't know. I have a big enough fish tank that if we put a table in there, it would be a pool.
No, that was so lame.
You're lame.
I know. I don't need you to tell me that. Motherfucker. I don't need you telling me that. No, I think a pool table would be rad though.
It would be cool, but unfortunately, a pool table's not easily movable.
Well, no.
So, honestly, I would rather have a collapsible gaming table and an arcade machine in the corner than a pool table. And I think that's probably what we're going to do. Eventually.
Are you gonna get like one of those arcade cabinets where you can like, it'll have like a heap of games on it, or just the one?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to the missus about it yet, but ideally, this year or next year, I'd like to get one of those 4-player arcade cabinets with like just all the emulation on there. I think that'd be really cool. But we'll see.
If that's the case, you gotta get the Simpsons arcade game, because that.
Oh
is rad.
yeah, we finished that this year for my birthday. Remember?
Yeah, I do. That's
good.
what I was saying. You gotta get it.
It's good. It's hardcore.
You gotta get that and the Ninja Turtles one. Those are
Yeah.
absolute bangers.
For sure. Well, I mean, with how my retro game collection's going too, like, pretty soon we're going to play most of those things on original hardware anyway.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think Obi's got something he wants to say.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Obi.
Well, I'm just quite amazed how far we've gotten this year with our podcast and our community, to be honest. Considering we've like started in February. Our first episode was 28th of February.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were a guest on Lorehammer's last episode, and we kicked our own podcast off then, and started our own little community, which has grown to be pretty big now. Considering.
Yeah, and I think, like, when we first started this too, I remember it was obviously me, you, and Bowen, and our expectations were like, oh, it'd be cool if we get like 50 views. You know what I mean? Because 50 felt like a pretty big thing, because we didn't do it for blowing up or anything. We just did this because we want people to have fun hobbying.
Yeah, and have like
So-
a safe place for them to talk about whatever hobbies they are, like however obscure they are.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, we got some pretty cool little stats here that Mr. Obi's gonna throw a couple out of his.
Yeah, so the Spotify can actually show you a lot of things that happen while you're on your podcasts. So the amount of starts of episodes we're at 2,546 starts, and the amount of streams, like I'm not really sure how they calculate the amount of streams scored towards after the starts. I'm not sure how that works.
I'm assuming it would be start to finish, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
So we're probably losing a lot of people that don't listen to the very last moment of the podcast too.
Yeah, or people who are like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, or whatever. I don't know. But the amount of streams we've had is 1,818. Now, this number is not really 100% correct, since we had a couple of mishaps with some of our earlier episodes where
Some teething problems.
where I forgot to put in the intro or stuff like that. So we lost like a couple of streams there, I guess.
As it were.
Yeah, but I mean, still not bad numbers.
Not at all.
The amount of unique listeners we have is 476 unique people.
Now, that's wild to me, man, because I swear, last time we went over these stats when we were talking about to Tacticus about that partnership, we were at like 180.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've like double and a half of our fucking listeners in the last couple of months, which is huge.
Yeah. So, and the people who follow us on Spotify, that's 180 people. I mean, that's mind blowing for me that there's that many people who like actively want to hear or see when a new episode is released. That's just wow.
That's it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We got a lot of support.
Yeah. Well, what we've usually been going after is how many downloads we've gotten through Podbean, because that number should be somewhat correct. And our goal there was to get 2,000 downloads by the end of the year. And we're at 1,980 right now. So, assuming this episode gets a couple of listens before Christmas, we should actually reach our 2,000 download limit.
Well, man, I hope so. And we got the best community possible. I reckon we can do it.
Yeah.
Look, man, we only make this show for you guys. Like, it's a lot of fucking work, but we love hearing all the cool stories about people that have been inspired to pick up an instrument again, or paint their models again, or gotten into Gundam, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we do this. And to have the community as well, like, every night, even if I'm not on Discord, I'm always looking over it. There's someone in there every night playing Dark Tide or streaming a concert or whatever they're doing. Like, they're always doing something.
Yeah, there's always somebody in, and if it's not me, it's
Exactly.
some other people. Like, it's amazing, and I'm very grateful for where we've gotten, and of course we couldn't have done this without Bowen's help either. So
I was about to say, I want to give Bowen a good shout out, man, because, like, even though Bowen is no longer a full-time host of this podcast, he is still very much a back-of-house member of this podcast.
yeah,
Like, any cool piece of art you see come up, like the stickers, which, I still got to get out to our else listeners, sorry guys. Those stickers, those are all Bowen's designs, with mine and Obi's ideas spitballed towards him. Any upcoming merch, most of it is Bowen. And, we just wanted to say thanks to you, Bo, for everything you've helped contribute to this, man. Including teaching Obi how to edit.
yeah.
Hey man, I mean, look, you said it. Like, I don't do any of this because I feel like I have to. I do it because I enjoy doing it myself. The fact that people enjoy and listening and seeing the stuff that we make, even with like the stickers and like some of the t-shirt designs and stuff like that, right? Like, I enjoy doing that stuff. Like, I enjoy just being creative, so, I'm just glad people like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were so buzzed the other day, because he didn't know that the stickers had arrived here, Obi. So I showed him, and he lost it, man. He was so happy.
Yeah, I put it straight on my microphone.
Yeah, nice.
No, because, like, I'm still at that stage where it's like, it's so weird seeing things that I've made in Photoshop that I spent like hours upon hours like reworking and drawing and coloring.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually be a physical, tangible thing. it still makes me, giddy. Like I still get a lot of happiness out of it.
And you hang out with the community a bit as well. Like, you still pop in and play games and shit like that too, so
yeah, exactly.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I like to haunt people from time to time,
Yeah, exactly. When you escape from the dungeon before you get fucking tranquilized and thrown back into the witness protection hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real cool, especially seeing our little hobby night pop up on the Tacticus home screens, for example.
Man, for me, that was a big part of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And it was wild, too, because it was just after Bowen, obviously, made the decision to step down as a full-time host.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him. I took a screenshot in-game and sent it to him. I'm like, I want you to know, this is your achievement, too. Like, we have done this, man.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking insane.
It's still, kind of hard to believe that the little night that I drew, like, so many months ago, ended up being on an official Games Workshop app.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's just, it's mind-blowing.
That is genuinely insane to me.
And just to think that, like, people in, like, other countries that don't even speak English as their first language, that they've heard my voice and they've heard me talk about, testicles sticking to legs with, from humidity and needing a spatula, or Obi fighting polar bears with his nipples, or, people showing us their 8-bits, whatever. Like, the fact that people around the world hear that, and the ones that get it. And that's just fucking insane to me, man. I'm so grateful. Just to be able to hang out and have this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like the first time as well, like, with printing out the stickers, like, that's, like, when I got them home the first time, was like, wow, this is This is so cool. We're getting so big that we can do these kind of things. It's just wow.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
and
have
it's
imagined
like-
that while we started.
Yeah, and the thing is too, it's a scale. So like, if we've done this in our first year, I'm so excited to see what we do in our next year.
Yeah.
You know, like, how far can we rise? Because they say if most podcasts fizzle out by their 7th episode.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like, we were obviously around our 7th episode, we were dealing with the fact that Bowen had less time for it and that sort of stuff. And we were sort of like, how long are we going to be able to do this for? And then we figured it out, and now we're just full steam ahead. We're smashing it.
Yeah.
You know? So, I'm very happy for it. And we appreciate everyone that listens. Even if they're little shitheads like League Lad, we still appreciate him. You know?
His name is Shame Lad, and you will name him Shame Lad.
He's never been shameful to me. I got nothing but love for him.
Oh my god. No.
Get what? Get your pull? You know it, baby.
It's because of that fecker that I'm in feckin' witness protection.
Well, look, that was your own fault for not being bald, wasn't it?
Oh, you gotta out me now again?
Yeah, I'll do it. You know what? Do you know what the funniest thing is, Bowen? Have you seen what League actually looks like?
Yeah, I've spoken to him.
He
on,
has long flowing hair as well.
Yeah.
He
That's
doesn't.
actually quite
He
funny.
cut it off. He cut his fucking
What?
hair. Yeah. He
No.
did. Yes, he did.
No.
Yes. And then the motherfucker went to a different shift, so I'm never speaking to him again. Yeah.
I'm devastated.
Yeah.
He is now Shame Lad.
Yeah. That's what I said.
How could
You
he
know-
do this to me? This is...
Yeah.
Did he at least shave it so he looks like Matt Heafy again?
No. It's like... I don't
Has
know.
he got a fuckboy fade?
Yeah. No.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't know. It's...
I'm gonna have to message him. This simply shall not stand.
Yep.
I'm gonna get
It's-
his postal address
It's
and
how...
send him some, like, nail and hair vitamins or something so he can regrow it on the double.
Yeah. You can send
know,
him a scrunchie and just be like...
We know.
We know what
Yeah,
you did.
I'm gonna start harvesting my hair full from my hairbrushes and just send it to him and be like, make a wig.
Oh.
You know, on a similar sort of subject, actually, I'd love to make some like sort of custom emotes for the Discord. And one of them I was thinking of was just getting like a really, really stupid photo of myself and then like photoshopping my hair off and giving me just like a shining chrome dome.
No, you gotta give yourself Krillin's head from the forehead up with the 6 dots and everything.
Oh, with the 6 dots.
I think
Alright,
that would be
I mean, look,
brilliant.
I can give that a go. Why
Or
not?
Master Roshi's when the sun gleams off him in Bukai 2.
Bling.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
add the solar flare effect
Yeah,
on it
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think that'd be brilliant. And you're gonna get
That'd be-
Obi doing the whole Gandalf face that he does in the dark.
Fair enough.
Fancy Obi.
Yep.
Glorious. Alright, so we've got a few little things that we're going to throw around here. Little questions, I guess, that we've sort of thrown up for the thing. First one. What are our goals for the year to come? Okay.
Well, I'm assuming
What would you like to see us do?
do you mean in the hobby or in the podcast?
Could be both, man. It could be what you want to do as a podcast. It could be what you want to do as a hobbyist, as a person.
Well, as a
Fun.
hobbyist, obviously, as any other hobbyist's goal is get through the fucking backlog. I kind of
That
just
will
want to
never
finish.
happen. There's
Finish.
always more models.
Yeah, I just want to get to the point where I finish the armies and then just have a single models left, so I can start doing like these really intricate, like non-metallic metal kind of techniques and stuff, and practice on that on like just characters, you know.
Yeah.
Just improve as a painter because I'm doing pretty decent stuff with the airbrush now. It's just I want to be able to
What
get to that level with a brush as well, not just airbrushing.
Yeah. Once you figured out what you were doing wrong with that those layers, why they were rubbing off, I think
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, I figured that out.
I don't remember if I don't know if you said that on the podcast or not. I know we spoke about it, but
yeah. So as I mentioned in the previous episode, probably is that I rubbed off a lot of paint on my Redemptor Dreadnought. Usually when that happened was when I was fixing a mistake, like I usually do. Just rinse off the brush, slap a little water on it, dab it off, and then soak up the water again. Usually that works.
yeah.
But on the Redemptor, it didn't work. So what happened was basically is I clear coated the model with AK Interactive's clear coats, and apparently those paints reactivate if they get wet. So they basically
So the clear coat does? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so the clear coat reactivated and just took up all the paint that was under it. So, yeah, that's what happened.
I use Vallejo.
Yeah,
and I've had no issues.
Yeah, I think I'll probably get a bottle of Vallejo just to do the clear coats, and then just have
the mattes.
The AK interactive matte, because the matte paint it finishes up everything really well.
Sweet. Awesome. And what would you like to do in terms of the podcast? Where would you like us to go?
Honestly, just keep on growing like we're doing now. Hopefully we get some merch sorted out soon that we can perhaps even start selling the merch on the side. Of course.
I think 100% merch will be more of a thing next year.
Yeah. So, at least t-shirt designs, if we're gonna translate them out to different things, and like a mug or a cap or whatever. Hell, underwear.
Stubby cooler for our Australian friends.
Yeah, so...
Wait, do you know what a stubby cooler is?
What?
Do you know what a stubby cooler is?
Is that like a trucker cap?
No. Okay, so a stubby cooler is like, it's made of like the same material as like a mouse pad, right?
Okay.
And it's in a circle, and it goes over your beer bottle.
Oh!
We call those stubbies. It's like a beer cooler.
Okay.
We call those stubby coolers here. Yeah. I would love to have a Night Star Hobby Table stubby cooler. That would that would raise my flagpole, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that could be arranged.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Or, just have a Redbubble account, or I don't know how we're gonna do it yet. But
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, the Patreons who have subscribed and gotten the tier with t-shirts, of course.
Correct tier, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be sending out t-shirts to you guys as soon as they're done.
Usually get them first.
Yeah.
Just get them first.
I haven't decided yet.
Exactly.
I don't know if we want to do like a Patreon exclusive design and then just have one design that we can sell to the public, just to give something more special to the Patreons,
I think that's cool. I'm gonna do a bit of research eventually over the next couple of weeks, but I want to find somewhere that does proper like flat brim hats, like flat caps.
Yeah.
And I want to get some KOTHT fucking like embroidered snapbacks going.
Yeah.
Even if we only sell a couple, but I want some for me to wear everywhere. So like, yeah, I know you would as well. So like,
yeah.
Even if they're not a huge thing that we sell heaps of, we might just do up a small order, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah,
We might do that. But we're still cutting our teeth. We're still learning to be good podcasters, let alone being good merchandisers. So we're learning. We're doing okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we're, our Patreons are helping us across that journey to figuring it out.
Man, our Patreon are basically they pay for our R&D. You know, our research and development, like.
And the merch, to be
all
honest.
That stuff.
All the stickers that I've printed out, it was only with Patreon money. So We wouldn't have done it if we
Exactly.
wouldn't have gotten any Patreons. So
Exactly, we're not taking any money from the Patreon for ourselves. We haven't taken $1 for ourselves, so
No.
all of the money that people do pay to us is for merch and for expenses for the show and shit like that. So it's cool.
yeah,
It's supporting itself. I love that.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Bowen, what are your goals for next year?
I mean, in terms of supporting you guys, I guess it would be. I think I'd like to help you guys set up like a sort of base shop for merchandise.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, that's where you have like, a couple of options that are available all the time. It's like, like a t-shirt and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, honest to God, I could probably get you a stubby sorted, like a stubby cord. That is, you have piqued my interest in that, so I might look into doing
I'll
that.
tell you what, if you help us sort out a stubby cooler, I'll buy you a carton of beer to use it on.
Alright.
Alright. Great Northerns it is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, bud. I'm helping you drink
Message-
it, though, right?
Messages tomorrow. Hey, bro, I got it sorted.
It's okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll get-
I'd like to work on some more designs as well. That way you have like a few different options and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just like a simple shirt design with like the left pocket design and then the one on the back.
Oh, look. The shit that we've got planned already, like, one of them's pretty predictable, but the other one that me and Bowen have been working pretty close on, it's fucking awesome. And I've drawn up the concept for another one, like for another merch design that I think Bowen's probably going to digitize and make correct and all artisty and shit like that as well. So we're having a lot of fun flexing our creative muscles on this shit.
Yeah, exactly, and it also, it's a good learning experience as well. It teaches you the things you need to know and stuff like that. Like, before now, I would have had no fucking idea how to go about. Like, I already knew how to do t-shirt designs. It's more the printing process I've never really been through, so that's been an interesting
that's all stuff
learning
that we all
experience.
learn,
Exactly.
So, yeah. Nah, it's cool, man. Yeah. I dig it. What are your goals for, in terms of, like, your hobbying or just, like, that sort of shit creatively for the next year? Have you got any?
Yeah. I definitely do. I mean, I think the biggest one for me would actually being able to get my own sort of place and then actually setting up a hobby room.
Oh, that's a game changer, brother.
That is such a game changer because I've never had a definitive space to just do my hobbies. Like it's always sort of just adapting to wherever is available and stuff like that, whether that's like at my shitty desk or on like one of your tables or something like
One
that.
of my shitty tables.
Like, it'd be nice to have an actual full desk that is dedicated
With
to
good
just
lighting
hobby.
and all that shit.
Yeah. But like, I'd like to just have a whole desk dedicated to more than just painting though. Like, I'd love to have like a little desk where, like a corner desk. It's like, here's one side that's going to be for painting, and then having like a paint rack set up and stuff like that. Then being able to swivel around, and then I got one of those massive the name escapes me at the moment, but they're these like giant sort of screens that are like computer monitors, except they're drawing pads.
Oh
yeah.
I want to
Like
buy one of those.
Like a drawing tablet, yeah.
Yeah, I want to buy one of those because I feel like I could really improve my drawing with it, which in turn creates better merchandise.
Yeah.
Well, it's very much out of sight, out of mind thing. Like, if you have to go get your pens and all your stuff and yank it out to draw, you're not going to draw as often. But if you're just in your workshop and you got the resources there set up, you'll draw way more often and you'll improve that way.
Exactly.
It's the same reason I leave my guitar plugged in when I want to practice more. Because I know I'm too lazy to plug it all in. But if it's there, I'll play it for 15-20 minutes without even thinking about it,
But yeah, there's also an advantage to having that tablet as well as the fact that everything's digitalized.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be able to do the entire, like, from concept to final product all on the same device. Whereas
Yeah.
like doing to outline the process of designing the little knight, for example, like that started off as a simple sketch on like my sketchbook,
Yeah.
and then I refined that sketch with like a more heavier pencil to make it more obvious, and then I took a picture of it and then uploaded it to my own little laptop tablet thing that I have, and then I redrew over that, and then I redrew over it again for the outline, and then I colored it in. Then I did the shading.
And then you had all the design changes throughout the way as well. Like when I was like, what do you think of this? I was like, oh, I'll tweak that. And then I would be like, oh, I'd like it if we did this. And,
Yeah, exactly.
So
like, that's all par for the course, though. Like everything is always open to, adaptation and reevaluation. But, because like at the end of the day, that's how you get a better design, is when you get input and stuff like that. But
I think
I feel like
it's kind of natural progression, isn't it? I mean, it's the same with painting. Like you start out with a simple, stupid, basic brush, and then you end up buying a fancier brush. You end up buying an airbrush just to make things easier. It's kind of the same in that way. Like you start drawing out, and then you draw it. It's a hard way to getting to somewhere, but you have to do the hard way before you can have access or know how to work on the more advanced stuff, like having a drawing tablet.
You gotta know the fundamentals.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you can't draw on paper or in a sketch pad, why would you be able to just magically do it on a drawing tablet that requires knowledge of programs and digital tools? Like you wouldn't have a clue a lot of the time. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that do, but you start out with the cheap shit, a $2 pencil and a fucking sketch pad, like.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly right. Like, I'm sure there's someone out there who would say otherwise, but I doubt there's anyone out there who could just buy one of those tablets and it's like, oh cool, I can draw now. It's like that's not how it works,
Exactly.
Like
I still remember giving you drawing tips when you were a little fella. You would have been like, 10 years old or some shit. And I was like, oh man, look, this is how you do this and that, because I've always drawn. So
exactly.
And now look at you.
I was gonna say, 20 years of drawing experience has led up to me designing a little fella who I thought looked cool, and then that could put in a Warhammer game.
Oh, there you go.
Exactly.
And how you can make it in the big leagues. No, that's cool, man. Nice. I think my goals for this year, podcast-wise first, obviously, I'd love to keep it growing. I'd love to explore where we can go potentially in a video medium, potentially with YouTube. Not 100%, but I think even if we don't do that this year, I will definitely be starting to look towards what we require to do that, even if it is just face cams, and the background or something like that. Not because we have to, but just I know some people like the YouTube app. Yeah. And they want to show their friends how funny our faces are that we make and stuff like that, whatever. But, I'd like that. Like I said, merchandise things, obviously. And the other thing is, too, man, I really want to... I just want this to be not only an informative podcast, but a fun podcast. I don't ever want to get pigeonholed into just being a Warhammer podcast, because that is not what this is. I love Warhammer, and we will always be Warhammer-centric because we're all Warhammer people, and a lot of our community is too. But I don't want to ever stop doing our random guitar episodes here and there, or our retro game ones and things like. This is what I'm passionate about, is showing people how to get into other cool hobbies that they might not have thought of. We still have a lot in the chamber this year.
Yeah.
Coming, so I'm keen for that, man. I'm just keen to keep pushing it, keep the community growing, because it's such a good community. It's so cool to hang out. It's big enough now that it doesn't matter if I don't pop in for a week, because the community keeps going on its own, with or without me being there. It doesn't need to be coddled anymore. It's self-sufficient. We got so many people that are there on the daily. We got people that pop in weekly. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of it. So, yeah. Alright. Obi, I'll let you ask the next one.
Favorite project that we have worked on for this year, Bowen. What have you been working on?
In
like
in what context?
in general, like what is a thing that's gotten you, it's like either pushed you forward like leaps, or it's something that you learned, or something that you just love so much that it brings you joy every time you look back at it. Like a favorite project in anything.
Alright, I know this probably definitely does not count as a project, but something that brings me joy when I look at it again is in my time in witness protection. Obviously, not many things to do. They gave me a laptop, I play a bit of games, but they also gave me a Rubik's Cube. And I used to look at those things for years and never know how to solve them. And I actually finally sat down and I actually learned how to solve it. And I think the fastest time I've solved it is in a minute.
Wow, that's cool.
Which isn't great. Like, especially compared to like the world champions who can solve in like 20.
Look, I haven't even.
But even to me,
even solved one in my whole lifetime. So please.
Well, if you gave me a Rubik's Cube, I would throw it at the wall as hard as I can and then glue the pieces back solved.
Or peel the
like,
stickers.
Just taking.
Yeah.
But like looking at something that I used to look at for so many years and not know how to do, and now I can do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane to me. I mean, it's the same with juggling.
Yeah.
Never knew to do that. Now I do. Like, I'm very much into learning weird, stupid shit that has honestly no effect on my life, but it's still just fun to know. Like, there's not many instances where I can just be like, oh, I can do this, but, but when those instances do pop up, I'm a cool kid.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Yeah, you're like me. You love being really good at random shit.
I'll be hanging out with some people and, we're just doing something completely random and I see 3 random objects and I'm just like, hey, watch this. Start juggling. And most of the time they're not even impressed. They're just like, huh, that's weird, but cool.
That's glorious.
I think the other big project that I've worked on, this one would definitely be a project. Gonna talk a little bit about my work life. As everyone probably knows, I'm a graphic designer. And this year,
don't mention company names, by the way.
Huh?
Don't mention company names.
I wasn't going to. I was just going to say I worked on a massive project surrounding one of Queensland's best attractions / sightseeing places.
Yeah, it was a tourist thing, right?
Yeah, I did a project around the Great Barrier Reef, and I put a lot of work into that project. I did all the graphics for it, and I gotta say I'm very happy with how it turned out.
Yeah,
the fact that
you worked on that for ages too, man.
Like, yeah, it's work, and like, it is what it is. But still, the fact that I got to work on something that, when anyone thinks of Queensland, they think, oh, Great Barrier Reef. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I think that's definitely probably my crowning achievement of the year, besides, actually, helping start this podcast that, even me and Blake, we've talked about doing this for a few years.
Yeah.
But we actually buckled down and actually got it started.
It's been a long time. Sweet. What about you, Obi?
I think Warhammer wise, it's really tough to say, to be honest. Like, I didn't really feel like I finished all that much this year. But I think my greatest achievements is definitely knowing how, like, doing the shading with airbrushes. I think that just gave my models a whole new dimension. So, and like,
yeah, I think that your growth this year as a hobbyist was fucking insane.
Yeah, like I love putting LEDs in stuff too, like, and that takes time too. So I put LEDs in probably around 12 models this year. Which includes like tanks, knights, a Redemptor Dreadnought. So it's always like pushing yourself towards the next thing, and like I always feel like whatever model I finish, that one is the best one yet, or and I've done this one so much better than the last one. Like I can just see the improvements and stuff like that. So in a way, a favorite project, I think, well, the last one I finished was the Redemptor. Like, even with all its fuck ups, I managed to make it out looking as awesome anyway. So
yeah, it did turn out cool.
So yeah,
It turned out real cool.
I think Warhammer wise, that's definitely that project. I think otherwise, the gift that I gave to my girlfriend as well. I like 3D designed a model of my girlfriend looking like a druid. I gave
Your girlfriend always looks like a druid, bro. She's very witchy.
Yeah. And like it sparked so much creativity in her that she started making like her own diorama for it too. So
I love that.
It's like growing slowly, but when it's really awesome to have her in the same hobby room as me and doing miniature stuff as well. So I think for me that's a very proud moment. So
yeah, for sure.
Blake,
That's awesome, man.
How about you, man?
Man, it's been a wild year for me with hobbies. I've had a very interesting relationship with my hobbies this year. Warhammer wise, my proudest one is definitely my Redemptor Dreadnought. In the Jurassic Park colors. I did a full blast effect on him and everything. He doesn't have LEDs, but that model is the nicest model I've painted, hands down.
Yeah.
Like, he's insane looking. And just, I was so inspired for him. But, unfortunately, not too long after him, my inspiration ran a bit dry, and I had a big Warhammer drought. I just lost love for it, not for the universe, but just overdone. I painted a lot. I've been in that universe a lot mentally for a while. And I'm very cyclical with things. I'll be super into something for like 6 months, a year, whatever, and then I'll drop out of it for a few, and then I'll come back to it. And unfortunately, I dropped out for a while, and I'm very happy to be back in the saddle painting. I'm enjoying it again. Trying to get my chops back up, but that Dreadnought, definitely my best painting of the year. Best little project in that regard. The other one is, obviously this podcast. It was huge. It was a big thing for me. I know that I was sort of the one that was like, hey guys, let's do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was all sort of my big brain idea.
Yeah.
So that's big for me. The other thing is too, my hobby room that I'm working on still. Having everything all in one area is very helpful to me. I love that. Also, my Game Boy Color collection. I had 1 at the start of the year. I now have 8.
Yeah.
So, I've completed the base set. I'm very happy. It took a lot of hunting. A lot of spending of money. I should have done, but I'm very happy. And I think my favourite very left field thing I've done this year was the other week when I did paint pouring with Tara for the first time. Because, I didn't know anything about that. I'd never done it before, and it was just really cool to be like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. I have no transferable skills to this situation. Let's make a thing. And that was really fun and liberating. I think in a way that pushed me outside of the box to realize that I wanted to go back into my Warhammer box and get painting. I think that was a good push for my creativity. So, and once again, quality time with your partner, dude. Hanging out, doing cool shit like that. Wait till I get her painting Warhammer. It's going to be a fucking day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, one thing I did forget, though. I didn't say what my goals for next year are. My personal goals. Not just the podcast. Next year, the big project, fix my big fish tank, and get the fish fucking room out in the lounge room started, and really start smashing into that.
Yeah.
That's the big things next year. I got a lot of Warhammer shit to do as well, but that's the big hobby shit. Will be a lot of fish tank shifting and setting up, and possibly breeding as well. So
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Just don't ask me to help you move a fish tank.
I will be asking you a lot. Just not as big as that one.
Just no more broken fingers, please.
Look, I've said this to you before. Don't put your finger there.
Couldn't help it.
No, what I love about you breaking your fucking hand carrying that fish tank was anyone else would have just moved their hand and dropped the tank onto the tiles. You were like, no, my hand will go before the tank does.
Yeah, but if it had dropped, it would have broken.
Yeah, I know. So you chose your hand instead of the fish tank. I appreciate you for that.
You're welcome.
Oh, sweet. Alright, so what projects are you guys looking forward to tackling this year? Bowen.
What do you mean?
What projects are you looking forward to tackling this year? Like, you got any models you want to paint or build more of or that sort of shit?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll just keep painting that Belsarius call, considering this year is only a couple weeks.
This year I meant like next year, like this coming year.
Oh, right. I would like to, I guess, actually complete the first ever Warhammer box I ever bought, but most of the pieces are missing now, so I'm just gonna have to rebuy it.
Oh, the Chaos stuff?
No.
Oh, the Skitarii.
I bought that. I can't remember if I bought it or if you bought it for me. I don't remember, but I never finished that box because I lost so many pieces.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'd like to get a new box and actually fucking paint them and finish it.
It'd be pretty sick to see you get a little Skitarii army going anyway. Even if you just do 1,000 points, because then we could play 1,000-point games.
Exactly.
Get so you'll have your Necrons and your Skitarii.
I like robots. I like robo people.
Robots.
Cyborg's pretty rad.
That's right. You can fuck that toaster all night long.
Excuse me?
Obi, what are you looking forward to, man?
Honestly, my knights, I think.
Yeah.
Because like every year I've painted around a few knights just to add to the army, and I've got 4 left to do now. And that basically means that I've finished the army. 2 of them are built, 2 are unbuilt, which are big Questoris knights. And I'm planning to do a lot of conversions with those. So every knight has its own team. At least the bigger ones have. So I'm looking forward to converting them and finishing them up, and be done with the knights. I'll probably down the line buy another one, just because owning. I want to own a Tyrant at some point too, so that's one more that I'm probably gonna buy at some point. But for now,
is that the new one they did?
No, that's
the whip hand.
No, that's the Abominant. I got that one already. Okay. So the Tyrant is the one with the Volcano Lance, the Dominus class, basically. Okay. Yeah. So,
sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet, I love that.
Yeah, nice, man. Hopefully soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. For me, man, yeah, knights. I have a knight, the good old Anus Rex out there that I haven't touched. I'm gonna be doing a sweet paint job on that. I got a pretty good idea. If no one knows, Obi's guys, they have like a marbled effect to their carapace.
Mm.
And I thought, well, what's sort of similar but different? So I'm going to try and do a galaxy effect across all the carapace. And then gold trimming. So it's going to look sort of like a Knights of the Hobby Table thing, but with like galaxy details and that, and these sponges and shit. And I might not even be able to pull it off. I might just completely shit the bed. But knowing me, when I try and pull a paint job off, I usually execute it.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna do that. Keen to keep smashing out some Space Marines, some Jurassic Park runs because I want to do some more conversions. I have a is it a Thunderhawk, like the flying thing?
Yeah.
I got one of those given to me, so I want to do LEDs in the thrusters and searchlights and have a little cage on the back with like a Tyranid locked in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do it in like the Dreadnought, the yellow, the green, the red.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of those are the things I want to do. I want to collect at least 1 or 2 more colors of Nintendo 64 for my shelf. And fish tank stuff. Lots and lots of fish tank stuff.
I got one more thing that I'm really excited for, which I've been planning for a really long time, and that's a gift that I'm gonna give to you.
I'm excited. The hype is real.
I've gotten all the pieces for it now, so I just have to start putting it together. And
the thing is, I've seen what you can slap together in a week. So for something to have taken you this long, my expectations are huge. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so that'll be good. Hopefully I can send it to you in one piece without customs opening it.
Like they did the stickers. I don't know why, but I'm expecting you to have done like an orc, like the Goth Rocker, but dressed as Dimebag with like with an ML and stuff. It's just I'm like,
well, you're giving me another idea.
Aha! Just a noise marine with a pink beard would be sufficient.
No, it'll be good. I'm excited. I hope to finish that one soonish one as well.
Okay. Another thing I want to do actually this year, my output this year has been terrible for Gunpla models. So next year I want to try and do at least like 8 of them. And I want to do custom paint jobs on smaller kits. And I would love to do a perfect grade kit for the first time.
Ooh, nice.
So I want to change it up. I have my airbrush. There's no reason I can't be doing custom work and dioramas, things like that. And ultimately, I don't know if it'll be next year, but I had this big brain idea where I'm going to buy a bearded dragon, right? Like for my fish room. But somewhere in there, I want to make part of his enclosure into a replica, or like a sort of a replica of like Erebor out of The Hobbit, with a little gold pile for him to lay on, like painted up stuff that's obviously sealed and not damaging to him.
Yeah.
But so if he goes and rests there underneath the heat lamp, it's like he's Smaug, and I just want that in my life.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just want it.
Bowen, any project that you're looking forward to?
Oh, we've already done Bowen.
We did?
You've already done
Bowen
me,
before
Goober.
you.
Oh. Fuck.
I mean, this is what happens when you stroke your lightsaber mid-episode, man.
Oh.
You're wearing pants again, aren't you? This is what happens when you wear pants. Restriction flow.
It's cold in here.
This is an underwear-only podcast, over, and you know it.
It's too cold, man. It's -20 outside.
Is your Audi turning into an innie, if you know what I mean?
Yes.
Your vagina cranking?
Yes.
Oh no. Alright. Now, we're going to have a little bit of a music section, like we always do, but this time, we're doing Album of the Year.
Yes.
Album and Artist of the Year. Or we can do top 3, whatever you guys want to do, because I already know my top 3. I've been thinking about it all week. I'll let you go first, Obi. What do you got?
I think
give us your top 3 albums. 3, 2, 1, like that.
Okay. I haven't really thought about that, so I think you're gonna have to go for me about top 3. I just had a top 1 actually.
Okay. Bowen, do you know your top 3?
Yeah, probably actually.
All right. What are your top 3? top 3 albums of the year.
Probably Pain Remains, Lorna Shore.
As number 3?
Oh, this is in no order.
Okay. Speak into the microphone louder, man.
Pain Remains, Lorna Shore. Again, no order. The End for Now, Slipknot. And Leather Terror, Carpenter Brute.
Okay. Okay, and what would you put as your number 1?
Honestly, for me, Leather Terror.
Okay.
You know me, man. I'm big into dark synth.
Alright. And who would you say your artist of the year is? Doesn't have to be the same one as the album. Like, who has just been your jam this year with their releases?
Funnily enough, a band I only got into relatively recently.
Yeah.
Spirit Box.
Okay. Spirit Box, cool.
Yeah, they're good.
I've been digging the fuck out of that band.
Very good.
Very keen to see them next year.
Fuck yeah, Not Fest. Let's go, baby.
Keen to see Trivium, Slipknot, you name it.
I'm on a Marth and Flames. Fuck yeah. As long as I'm on a Marth doesn't play too much off their new album. Have you got your answer there, or do you want me to go, buddy?
I think so, yeah. As a third one, the new Necrogalbacon Army album.
Oh,
because it's such
Spicy.
that's such an eye opener for me, because it's usually a genre that I'm not too big into and I tend to avoid. But I really enjoyed that album. It was
and you know what's? I was gonna say, you know what's funny? If you listen to their older stuff, I actually think that they have better albums. So I think there's a lot there to offer for you, that artist.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good third one, because it's such a different one, nothing that I'm used to. Just completely new.
Goblins!
For my number 2, I would say Rammstein with Sight.
Okay.
It's Rammstein. It's one of the first metal music that I got into when I was a kid. The other band being Muse, together with Rammstein, because of my uncle. Zeit was definitely there. We got a few good bangers in there. And the number 1 is not gonna be a big surprise for anybody.
To no one's surprise.
No, nobody. Especially not the way I raved about the album. It's Lorna Shore's Pain Remains, and I'm still rocking it to this day.
I thought it was Sabaton.
No. No, definitely Pain Remains. It's such a huge impact, and I hope that it will change the course of deathcore forever. Yeah. Another artist of the year. Like we mentioned in a previous episode, I've listened to so many artists this year, and one that kept repeating in my rap thingy is Architects. So probably them, besides Lorna Shore.
Okay.
So,
alrighty, good shit. Now, for me, this hasn't been easy because there's been a lot of good music this year. It's been a very, very good year for heavy metal. For number 3, it has to be Necrogalbacon. The Fundamental Slimes and Humans. That album is fucking... I'm happy whenever Necrogalbacon do anything, because my spirit animal is a goblin. Like, my brain is full of goblins. It's just how it is. You know? That's why we rate things out of goblins around here. That's how it happened. I thought that album was fucking solid. Obviously, like, listening to other Necrogalbacon albums, the album didn't have as much impact on me as it did on Obi, because they're very fresh to him. But I was happy to get more of what I loved. Number 2, Pain Remains by Lorna Shore. Because of course it's I'm listening to it right now. Honestly, I've got it on the headphones right now while I talk. It's a great album. And I'm not generally much of a deathcore person. I'm more of a death metal person. But the shit slaps, dude. It slaps. I've said enough about it in the other episode when we spoke about it, but But my number one for this year is Of Kingdom and Crown by Machine Head.
I knew it.
Of course, man. That album, man. And it's not because Machine Head's anywhere near my favorite artist, it's because of the comeback it was for me.
Yeah.
Like, I actually want to listen to Machine Head again because of that album. And that was a fucking mission, dude. Like, and that to me speaks volumes of what it was.
Yeah.
Like, the new Slipknot album, I love Slipknot. I like Slipknot way more than Machine Head. But I will listen to that Machine Head album over Slipknot. I'll listen to it over the new Amon Amarth. Like, it just slaps, man. You know?
Yeah.
I still listen to it probably at least 2 to 3 times a week. Still. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Absolute banger of an album. Cannot fault it. Yeah, man. And, the artist of the year. That's a tough one. I think... Oh, actually, before I do that, honorable mention. The new Korn album was fucking good too. That was so close to being in my top 3.
Yeah, I was doubting
we
that.
reviewed it so long ago. It's just that it's sort of like... And it was good, but it wasn't as good as the one before it.
Yeah.
So it was like... So good, though. So good. But, Artist of the Year, man, they haven't done any new albums this year, but the one that came out last year fucking slapped. So for me, it has to be Unleash the Archers.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of them. So those guys and probably Trivium are just my go-to when I'm not listening to new stuff. The album that Trivium did late last year, In the Court of the Dragon, slaps as well. And, can't even remember the name of the one that Unleash the Archers did. I should probably look it up so I know my shit. I bet it's because I'm tired. Brain go burr, Abyss. Oh, it was a 2020 album, actually. It came out during COVID.
Oh.
So, fucking good album, though, man. Those guys are Canadian, and you should definitely check them out. Because they're a good band, and they're small, and they need support. Support bands. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my top 3.
Yeah, I think...
Do you guys... This one's a little bit left field. Do you guys have a movie or a series of the year that you like the most?
Movie of the year.
You got one?
It had to have come out this year.
I mean, preferably.
Okay, I can stick with that. My favorite movie of the year, probably Bullet Train.
Okay.
That movie is just so fun. Like, it's not often that I see a movie and then actually go back the same week and watch it again.
Yeah.
Like, I watched that movie twice in cinemas. Like, it generally is a really funny movie, a well-written movie, and shot really well as well.
I do want to see it. It looks pretty fucking just sweet.
It's fun, it's funny, and it's good.
Have you got a series of the year? Like anime or TV series, doesn't matter which.
You can probably tell I have the biggest grin on my face.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
What am I going to say, Blake?
It starts with Chainsaw, ends with Man.
Chainsaw Man. Indeed. Both the anime that recently started coming out and the manga. Both are absolutely
I rate
golden.
it too. It's pretty sick. Obi, you got anything?
I would say the Kenobi series.
Ooh, that was pretty good, actually. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Movie, I haven't really seen any newer movies lately that I thought were, out there, because I'm more of a series thing, and I tend to stick to universes as well. Like,
Yeah, now what MCU released this year wasn't overly great movie-wise.
No.
I haven't seen Wakanda Forever yet, but
No, me neither.
Yeah.
I've watched the new Thor, and it was funny at moments, but it didn't have.
I think it was good, but it could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I'd rave about. Like, you should watch it, but not like, oh yeah, go watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was...
But I've heard Wakanda Forever is a lot better.
Okay.
Like, a lot higher in quality, so.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's nice.
No movies for me. Nothing that really pops out for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man.
Will Blake's favorite movie of the year be Jurassic World?
Yes. No, look, I'm gonna give that a caveat though. Of course, it's my favorite movie of the year because I'm a Jurassic World person. I'm not even Jurassic World. I'm a Jurassic fan, but it was also my biggest disappointment of the year. This year crushed me because Thor: Love and Thunder was not as good as I wanted it to be, nor was Jurassic World. I still think Jurassic World was good because there's dinosaurs. How could it not be fucking great? But like, holy shit, we didn't need those plot points. We had the plot of there's dinosaurs on the mainland. That's all we needed. The San Francisco scene that happened at the end of Lost World, we needed 2 hours of that shit. That's what we needed.
Yeah.
And then them containing them. Yeah, not all the subplots in it. I'm not going to spoil stuff. We didn't need that. You know,
it's the same with the new Godzilla movies, right? It's they've taken so much of the human stuff and shoved that in there, and it's like it's a Godzilla movie. It's not about the humans in here, is it?
No, I mean I still like the Godzilla movies. I think they are probably better than Dominion, but you know.
Yeah, but
anyway,
still, yeah.
Dominion was decent. My series of the year though was House of the Dragon.
Oh. Haven't seen it yet.
I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. I thought eight seasons aside, I like the universe. And I think that this is just it's got all the shit you like about Game of Thrones, but it's more fast paced.
Okay.
And I love that. Who doesn't want to see dragons fighting? Like that's the shit. That's what you want.
Yeah.
So good show. I like it.
Hell yeah.
I also liked fuck the haters. I didn't mind She-Hulk. I thought that was pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet either.
Yeah. There was like moments in it where I'm like, okay, yeah, but like for the most part, there's some very funny shit in there. I thought they did the character quite well. The chick that plays her did a very good job. And that's my take. Wait for the haters. Oh.
Cool.
Sweet.
With that, we got a couple of questions that one person asked because he's very much he needs answers on these burning questions.
Yeah, he's a very insistent person.
Exactly. You wanna answer the first one with best and worst Primarchs?
I'm gonna take that as favorite and least favorite Primarchs. People are gonna hate me. Favorite Primarch? Lehman Russ. I like Space Wolves. Don't care what anyone says. Vikings are cool. Fairies aren't, but I choose to look at them as Vikings. Yeah. So, Lehman Russ is a fucking monster, man. And I just think that's badass. But I also get a soft spot for Corvus Corax.
Oh, yeah.
Worst Primarch? Lorgar.
Yeah.
No one likes Lorgar.
Nope.
Just fuck Lorgar. Fuck Lorgar and fuck Erebus. They two can go, jack each other off in the warp. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you got, Obi?
I would say I haven't read a ton of Primarch lore yet, and the ones that I have read, was subpar. So best for me, purely from what I know now, I think Horus.
Oh.
I think
I thought you were a Sanguinius guy.
He's a heretic.
Well, yeah, I like Sanguinius. It would be a number 2, definitely. Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of the way he orchestrated the whole thing. The way he did fell to chaos is total bullshit. Uh, and it felt like either
Oh, the dagger thing?
yeah, like it just felt
Yeah.
like it was it took no effort at all to pull. It was like he was already there. He was already thinking about it basically, and the just the little trip in the soul room was like his last little push to be like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, I'll be a heretic. So that part, nope. But the rest, I mean, he orchestrated the whole thing, and it's the whole reason there is a chaos side. So yeah,
Sweet.
worst Primarch, probably Dorn. I don't know.
No! No way! You can't tell me Dawn is worse than Lorgar.
No, okay, that's true. No, but I don't
Like,
know. It's just
what?
like the Imperial Fists are so bland, and same with Ultramarine.
I love the Imperial Fist. They fist people.
Oh,
Badass.
Oh no, no man, I don't know. I'm just terrible with Primarch
Okay,
lore,
you know
so
what? You're entitled to your wrong opinion, Noble.
I know.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Bowen, do you have an answer for this, or are you just like, what's a Primarch?
What is Warhammer?
Next question.
I don't
Who
know
would
any
trust
of
a
the
man whose
Primarchs,
last
man.
name is Heresy?
I legitimately don't know any of them.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. You gotta brush up on some lore there, Bowen.
Maybe I do.
Maybe you do. There's a really good podcast called Warhammer you could listen to for that.
They actually don't talk that
Who's
much
that?
about the Primarchs, though.
Nah, it's true. I actually don't. It sort of sucks. That's right. We'll figure something out for you.
Yep.
Maybe I'll do an episode on here about Primarchs.
Exactly.
And
He recently moved to
Yeah.
Panama. He came from Canada. Oh, wait.
no, Primarchs, not Primarch.
Ah! Okay. All
We're not talking about miniature Brock Lesnar, okay?
right. Okay. Cool. So,
Fair
next
enough,
question then. Which chapter or legion do you most identify with?
That's a hard one. Because on the one hand, Vikings.
You mean
On
furries?
the other hand, well, see, that's the honestly probably shut up, dude. Dude, probably the Raven Guard. You know, I'm pretty brooding at times. That or the Blood Ravens because I like shiny things.
Yeah, that's
It's
good.
like a fucking. They call them Blood Ravens, which I'm assuming is because ravens like shiny things. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not two-faced enough to be Alpha Legion. I don't know. What do you want from me, man? Apparently I'm a Hufflepuff. I don't know how to deal with this.
Oh no. Nobody
Oh,
wants to be a
no.
Hufflepuff.
That's not true. That's not true. Hufflepuffs always get good looking when they grow up. You wait till I'm a real boy.
Can wait till I grow up.
You just wait.
For me, I guess the salamanders because they're still,
Fuck, I forgot about them. They're cool ass.
Yeah, I mean dragons. What's not to love about dragons? And they're always out for the little people.
That's true. I just reckon the salamanders had to the hellfire and through the fire and the flames blasting in their headsets all day.
Basically, yeah.
There's various metal songs about fire.
Yeah. I'll set the world aflame in a crimson blaze. Yeah.
You got that one salamander though bopping around going, feeling hot, hot, hot. And his friends are like, what are you doing, Ezekiel? Stop that. Stop that, brother. We don't do that here.
Drop the fire. Yeah. Fair enough.
What about you, Bo? What a spacey chapter you like best?
Well, like a Space Marine chapter.
Yeah, a heretic or loyalist, doesn't matter which.
I'm gonna say this just to piss you off.
1,000 Suns because I'm
The-
dusty inside.
No, I was gonna say my favorite would probably be the Nurgle
I
Marines.
knew it was the dead guy. Such a cop's answer. Wanker.
Well, I don't know many of them, bro.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I know you like those stinky boys.
See, it's really funny because like I know a decent amount of Warhammer except for the Space Marines,
Well, look, Space Marines can be pretty bland, man.
which is why I like everything else.
Yeah, like, I'm definitely more of a Xenos guy. Yes, I have a Space Marine chapter, but we went over that. I only got that because I wanted to get you Necrons.
Exactly.
You know? But, nah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Cool. You want to take the next question?
Okay. Yeah, I'll take this one. What hobby can someone have that raises an immediate red flag?
Furry.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, Mitson.
oh, don't call him out like that. That's mean.
I just like how there was like no like not even like a second thought, just immediate, just furry.
It was gnarly, man.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anything to do with horses?
Yeah, yep. That's a big red flag for me, for sure. I agree with that.
Yep.
What about you, Obi?
Because that's how you get the Horus heresy, right?
Oh my lord. I was thinking about another one, but I can't recall what it was. Oh, taxidermy.
Oh, no way. That's cool as fuck.
Ever seen the Jeffrey Dahmer series?
Yeah, but I have plenty of friends that are into taxidermy.
Oh.
But fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I think for horses is a big one. I don't know. I think something gross like collecting fingernails or something like that, like some My Strange Addiction shit. I think that would murder me. Like that, it just wouldn't do.
Something with feet.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, and this isn't a red flag. Like they're not a good person, but I think people whose entire personality is like, I go to the gym, I live in activewear. Those are just not my people.
Yeah.
It's okay if you love the gym. Like, I'm not saying go be physically unhealthy. You should be fit for sure. But like the ones where it's like, you know, how do you know that someone goes to the gym? They'll fucking tell you. Those sorts of people, man. I couldn't date someone like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd just be like, hey, do you want to fucking go get dinner? Okay, but we're going on the course trainer for 80 hours to fucking burn those carbs. Like,
Nope.
you know, I always support healthy living. I'm not saying not to be. But, like, that level is just not compatible with my lifestyle. I have to chill the fuck out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah.
And I know a couple of gym bros as well, and they're just like... There was this one guy at work, and I think ever since he started working, he ate chicken and rice every single day when he was at work. Not missed a beat, unless we were, like, on Fridays we used to go out and eat somewhere else. He wouldn't eat it then, but, like, a solid 4 out of 5 days of the week, he ate chicken and rice. Every time.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just... Nah.
The thing about that sort of shit, man, is like, you know, you only have a finite amount of meals in your life. And well, like I said, I agree that, like, yes, you should eat healthy. Like, you gotta enjoy life as well. There has to be a balance.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But, you know, each their own. I'm just saying, it's a red flag for me. Because kebab snack packs exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're ready
That
to.
if their hobby was tipping out Warhammer paints, I think that would be quite distressing for me.
Or drinking.
No. Well, I mean, I've heard the purple ones are great flavored. All right, sweet. Well, I think a really good thing to do for the end of the episode is, just thank all of our Patreons that we've gained this year again. I know we've shouted this all out already when these have joined up, but I think it's pretty. Yeah, you never say thank you too many times when people help you out. So
Yeah.
So I'll take it away first. And then Obi and then Bowen if you want to go in that order. So first of all we got Matty C.
Mr. Drunken Hobbyist, my boy.
Excuse me, he's the drunken lorry smasher. You do well to remember.
Yeah.
Inquisitor Mitson.
Yeah, thanks, Mitson.
Yuri Hawk. He's an Australian guy. Apparently.
Is he?
Yeah. You have to send out his stuff.
Get it. G'day, mate. Oh, fuck, man. Shut up. Anyway. Shame Lad.
Well, thank God that was on your rotation. Cam Naka.
Short-haired fucking...
I'm
Big
coming
Cam,
for you.
my homie. Actually, funny as fuck. I went to a music fest with Cam the other week. I completely lost the poor cut. I felt so bad. He's like... Cam's like the least dodgy-looking person you've ever met. He's just like such a normal dad-looking dude. And they were like, better check to see if he has drugs at the festival entrance. And they let me through in a denim vest drunk off my ass. I don't know what's going on. Ursats, my boy Sam.
Yeah. We
My
got
buddy.
our lovely Courtney over in the USA.
Yes. The diorama emperor. Sweet. We have Gilharad. Probably butchered that because Australian, but thanks for the support, man.
Of course, we have not one, not two, but we have three Matthews. We have Matthew, who is all the way up in the North Canada. Thank you, Matthew.
Yes. Canadian Matt.
Canadian.
The grandfather of the Discord. No.
I mean, it works because he does have Leagues of a Town, so.
No, well, yeah, fair enough. The other one is our unofficial secretary of the Discord, Bralia. She's man. People pop in. And she's like, "Hi, welcome to the Discord. Thanks for joining." I'm like, "Thanks, man," because I'm not that hospitable. Thank you for your services.
Of course, we have Big Fat Polly. He is sponsoring us in gaming so much that we wouldn't even know what to do without you. Thank you so much.
That's true. He did buy me Dark Tide. Also, Polly, you washed your ass today? Acid Panda.
Oh, yeah.
Our dear, dear friend Panda, who only became a patron because Polly made him.
Yeah. And our last...
Bon, did you hear how that... Hold on, Bon, did you hear how that happened? How Panda became a patron?
I did not.
Basically, Polly was going to buy him Dark Tide. And he didn't want him to. He's like, no, don't fucking buy it for me. And the only way he could stop Polly from buying him Dark Tide was if he signed up as a patron.
Well, there you go.
So, he got shotgun wedded into our Patreon.
Yeah, that was good stuff. And our other English friend, our football-loving buddy, old pal, Mr. Old Bixa.
Ah, yes, the list tailoring one himself. It's been a while since we threw shade at Bixer.
It's all good.
Thanks, Bix. I appreciate the support, brother. Alright, yeah, sweet, so that's all of it. we have a Patreon. I have a lot of people that listen. Obviously, don't contribute. You don't have to, but it does help us. Like I said, make merch, keep the lights on. It helps Bowen get out for the holidays from his witness protection hole. Helps Obi have a steady supply of water and somewhere to pee in the corner. The editing dungeon. It's really helpful. Well, look, if people are good, if we get a few more patrons, I might be able to get you a kitty litter box.
Yay!
Yeah. We also have Discord. Everyone should know by now that we have Discord, but come join, say hello, hang out. We got some really rad people. And even the ones that aren't really rad are still pretty rad, so it's like, good time. Come play Darktide or watch us hobby, whatever. Just come talk shit. It's fun.
Good.
We have Facebook and stuff too, but we don't care about social media, so we're there sometimes. I don't know. I give a fuck about social media.
Yeah. I'd rather be on Discord and interact with people straight away.
Yeah. Fuck it, man. Anyway, one day when Obi's rich, he's gonna buy Facebook like Elon Musk. And it's gonna just be called Obly Books, and every time you open it up, it's just gonna have dreadlocks for the front screen. That's it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That would be pretty base, to be fair.
Yeah, the apocalypse is nigh.
Dreadlocks for you and for everyone.
Has it ever occurred to you that you could get the middle part of a Chaos Defiler, cut off like a few dreadlocks and put wire through them, and instead of having Defiler legs, you could have big, scary, hairy spider legs on it, and it would be the most terrifying thing to ever go on tabletop?
Oh, I don't like that.
Neither do I, but you would win out of pure intimidation.
That Shame Lad actually gave me a merch idea.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Hear me out. Dreadlock paintbrushes.
Oh, yeah. Secondarily, you can make your own mask like Corey Taylor, and if you ever do cut them off, just like glue them back on the mask, and only wear that when we do YouTube things,
Exactly.
You could transition from Korn to Slipknot. It'll work.
Do I have to?
Yeah, sweet.
Do I have to swap out the mask for another one every time we record?
Fuck, man. Honestly, I don't even know. I'm just happy if you swap your underwear.
That never happens.
Oh no! Is that one pair I threw? You got that many holes now?
Oh, a lot of them.
Oh no! Fucking hell. Anyway. I think that's about it. That's all I got to talk about. It's been a long episode, a lot of rambling.
It is.
I guess with that, I just want everyone to have a really happy holidays. Like, I don't know what other religions do or whatever, but for us, at least in my family, we have Christmas, and that's fucking mad. Christmas is a great time to drink and fight each other with lightsabers. I know you guys celebrate Christmas as well. And I just want everyone to have a really good Christmas and holidays and whatever the fuck you got going on, man. Take the time, hug your mum. And if you don't have a mum, hug someone else's mum, whatever. Do your thing. Alright. And if that's all everyone has to say.
No, I have another thing.
What do you got?
Thanks, Bowen. I love you. Bye.
Bowen.
I love you guys. And I love everyone in the community. Yeah. A little bit.
A little bit? Did you not off?
A little bit.
Just so everyone knows, it is 4 a.m. here in Australia. Like, it late.
I'm dying.
But the one good thing about having Bowen here,
yes,
we can do our outro the proper way. So, until next time, remember to crank that amp.
You slay that grey.
This is Nice of the Hobby Table. Happy holidays.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.